folks, welcome to the Safety Solutions Academy YouTube channel and my underground lair. I wanted to talk to you today about the fact that sometimes I get frustrated when people use irrelevant arguments as a tool to win a debate. And I get even more frustrated when good people don't realize that that's happening. So, in case you didn't notice, it's happening right now. See, over the past few days, the White House has been working to spin President Obama's position on the Second Amendment. And this is being done by releasing an April 2012 photograph of the president shooting a round of skeet at the presidential retreat at Camp David. We're also being reassured with the words that the president is aware of and a strong supporter of America's hunting tradition. That's awesome. Way to go, Mr. President. I like hunting. And I like shooting trap and skeet and sporting clays too. But you see, Mr. President, I don't like what you're doing here. You're using an irrelevant argument to try and lead people to believe that you're a supporter of the Second Amendment. Mr. President, you are not a supporter of the Second Amendment. You see, someone that supported the Second Amendment would say something to the effect probably of, I believe in a person's innate right to self-defense, to defend themselves, their family, their homes, and even their nation if need be. A supporter of the Second Amendment would say, I believe in the person's right to possess the tools that they need to defend themselves, their family, their home, and their nation should they need to. That's not what you're doing, Mr. President. You're talking about gun games, and you're talking about hunting. And I gotta say, I love those gun games. You know, whether it's trap, skeet, sporting clays, whether it's USPSA, IDPA, 3-gun, all those things are a blast. Going and shooting targets is a lot of fun. But at best, those things, just like hunting, are wonderful side effects of the Second Amendment. Because the Second Amendment is about self-defense. It's about defending our families. It's about defending our homes. It's about defending our state, our nation. Mr. President, the Second Amendment reads as follows: a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It has nothing to do with trap and skeet. Folks, you need to understand that these kinds of arguments are being used to try and spin your opinion. Now, many of you that are subscribers to my YouTube channel, you're not being tricked. That's great, and I appreciate that. But don't forget that you need to understand this argument. You need to understand the way that they're trying to mislead people, because your friends that may be sitting on the fence, they're probably pretty easily going to be duped by this kind of a media demonstration. You need to understand that we can talk to people and help them to realize what the Second Amendment is really about and the fact that it shall not be infringed. I want you to go out there, if you haven't done so already, and join the NRA. If you're an NRA member, buy memberships for your family, for your friends that believe in the Second Amendment. It only costs a little bit of money, and there's a lot of power in increasing the numbers of the National Rifle Association right now, today. In addition to that, if you're wondering what else to do, join the Second Amendment Foundation or the Jews for the Protection of Firearms Ownership. They're both organizations that are working hard to preserve our Second Amendment rights. Don't forget to write your elected officials and let them know what it is that you believe about the Second Amendment. Don't forget to tell them that it's not about shooting trap or skeet. Tell them what it's really about. Help them to understand what's important. Finally, both of those things, or all of those things, are steps in the right direction of all of us gun owners getting off of the wagon and getting behind and starting to push, or out in front and grabbing onto the yoke and starting to pull. You see, we've been complacent for many years. We need to get rid of that complacency. We need to start doing the work that we need to do to preserve our Second Amendment rights. They're under attack right now. Well, folks, get on out there. Get yourself some training. When you do, make sure you keep it simple. Please stay safe. And as always, have a great day.